Alright, what's up Dragon Brood? We are taking the chance today to get our hands dirty with some party mechanic, because we haven't really played a party deck in a while. I don't think I played one last season at all, so I really wanted to take a look at this and see if some of the new cards from Streets of New Capenna made sense in this list, and I think they do. So we're definitely going to take a look at this, and partly because there's a new sweet card in Mage's Attendant. This card does a lot because it gives you another creature that actually counts as an additional type, so you get 2 for 1, and you can stop some of those problematic sweepers. So hopefully this helps us out doing what we need to do. But let's go take a look at the deck list and see where we go. If you're looking for awesome protective gear for your cards, be sure to check out shop.ultrapro.com/PowrDragn and use promo code PowrDragn to save 5%. And that's on everything on the site, including this month's Ocean Blue collection or anything else you decide to pick up. Alright, now before we get started on this one, I will tell you this is 61 cards because I couldn't decide what to cut from this list. I looked at a bunch of other stuff other people had been trying with party stuff, and everybody's kind of on different wavelengths, so I have no idea what's going to be the best thing or not, so this is just what we're going with for now. So we got 4 Archpriest of Iona, which obviously really good, mostly because you can give stuff flying, and that's huge in here. 4 Despair Sentinel, this is going to help out our mana quite a lot, and can randomly block some stuff if we need to. 4 Luminarch Aspirant, card's just good, and it happens to be a cleric. 3 Acquisitions Experts. This is kind of nice, because if you can play it on turn 3 or 4 and get to see that many cards from the opponent, there's a good chance you'll be able to get rid of like the problematic meat hook or, you know, the sweeper of whatever kind. I think that's the role this card's trying to play for us in here, so we're going to see how much we like it. Then we have 2 Mass Vandal, 4 Chiduru Paragon, tutor up whatever you need in the top cards, obviously. 2 Extraction Specialists. This is one of the other new cards that's actually really good for us, in the sense that it can, one, it has lifelink, so that's fantastic, but you can actually get another card back out of the yard, and though it doesn't do anything, it can still contribute to the board, either that being giving you extra credit for your party member that you need, possibly it's like a Luminarch Aspirant still pumping something while it just sits out there. So it's not bad. You still get the value. Also, even if you get something like, say, an Acquisitions Expert, right? Though it's a rogue, you usually want to get something else, but you can get a creature that still gets to use its Enter the Battlefield ability. So kind of neat stuff going on here, even if it's not really doing anything itself. So it's kind of a neat combination of cards here. Then, of course, Mage's Attendant, like we were talking about in the opener. It's a 3 mana, 3/2. It lets you get a 3/2 body, but also comes into play with a 1/1 blue wizard, and as long as you have 1 mana up, you can sacrifice that wizard to counter target non-creature spell, unless the opponent pays 1 more. This is huge because it keeps your opponent from being able to like meat hook for 3 and wipe out your board, right? Now they have to spend more mana. Maybe they can't Blood on the Snow, maybe they can't Doomscar, you know, whatever it is. And remember, you can also counter Planeswalkers and stuff as well, that all the good ones right now seem to be at 4 and 5 mana. So, pretty relevant card here overall. Then we have 3 Linvala, Shield of Seagate. Now, I will say this about Linvala. It is the only blue card in the deck, so that's something I'm going to be paying attention to through the games, because if it ends up being problematic, then maybe we should cut it and play other things. I don't know if that's true, but we'll find out through the course of these next however many, 6 or 7 games that we get to play. 4 Squad Commander, obviously, this is honestly a lot of times kind of your trump card. This is like the best thing you can get. You get 3, 4, or 5 creatures out, you get this thing, now you get all the 1/1s, you get to attack, everything's +1, and it has Indestructible. A lot of times that's going to win the creature fights for you, and if you don't win that turn, a lot of times you win the next turn, because in addition to getting that big attack through, you now have these 1/1s that you get to block with. So, really, really good card overall. And honestly, it's even worth playing sometimes if you don't get to the Indestructible point. I mean, you just play it, get through 2 or 3 creatures, you're still attacking, and sometimes that's enough to get you through the next turn. Playing 1 Tazri, Beacon of Unity, mostly because we get extra mana, and we're already going to have blue, black, and green, so why not? We can go ahead and use this without too much effort. And it's just, look at your top 6, take a card, right? So we like this for sure. And then 3 Covetous Prize. This is just a straight up tutor. Just go find whatever creature we need to finish off our party. Whether that's a Linvala to tap something down, a Squad Commander to get a big attack through, Tazri so we can just start tutoring every turn, whatever. This fits us exactly perfectly. And then we've got 2 Cave of the Frost Dragon, 1 Iganjo, 1 Plains, 1 Beseju, 1 Forest, 3 Hingegate Pathway, 4 Bright Climb, 3 Dark Boar, 3 Branch Loft, 2 Bark Channel, 1 Rafine's Tower, 1 Jetmir's Garden, and 1 Spara's Headquarters. So yeah, we're going to hop in here, take a look at this. And like I said, the thing I'm going to be watching for the most here, is, other than is the deck even playable, is does the blue really add enough to the deck? Because if not, I think I have some ideas of what we can do. So be sure to check out the stuff on the back end of the video where we talk about what we learned from our games and what we think the next version might look like. In the meantime, enjoy the games, and I'll catch you on the other side. Okay, we get to go first, but can we do anything? Actually, I guess we can. Let's keep this, because we can just spare a Sentinel on 1. And then we can Paragon on 2 into Priest of Iona, which isn't too bad. Okay. And then next turn we can play Attendant and then Commander. Seems alright. You can have a full party on 3. Cute. Play this tapped. What are we missing? Because we have Cleric, Rogue. That can be Warrior or Wizard. Alright. So now it's just what do we want more? I think this. Tap this, because this game's flying, right? Binary Combat, target creature gains +1/+1 flying. Yep. Alright. Sounds good. Attack. Alright. Then next turn, we can just roll out Squad Commander. If we get a land, it'd be great. Sure, what are you going to get rid of? Awesome. Still probably going to try to play Squad Commander. Actually, I'm probably just going to play Linvala. I think is going to be the plan here. Unless we draw... If we draw an untapped land, then I'll play Squad Commander. If not, we'll just play Linvala. I think is going to be our goal here. Like I say, you're not attacking because we just trade. Okay, we have Wizard, Rogue, Cleric. This would be Warrior, though, right? But we wouldn't be able to use this. That's okay. I think it's still worth it. All right, incoming. I mean, it's 8 damage and they're indestructible, so have fun with that. All right. Now, they can remove Squad Commander here. And they would still be in an okay spot. Because they can block and gain some amount, you know, 3+. And then we'd only be getting through... Oh, another Naturalist. All right. Well, that's a bunch of life gain. So that's real. That's a whole lot of life gain. That's very real. Though I don't know if it's going to matter enough or not. We'll see. I mean, obviously, we're going to have a lot of attackers here. Do I need to sacrifice this to do anything? Nope, it's just sack this creature. All right. All right. Okay, cool. Okay. We are going to keep this and hope to draw some lands. Because, okay, that should help a bit. So if we can, our best case scenario here is probably play Paragon into Linvala and then try to stick the other things. I think. Let's attack and see what happens. All right, it got through. A little bit surprising. I mean, I'm assuming something dies here. Even if it's just a, like, Fateful Absence or something. No? Alright. Oh, that's what we're up against. Well, that's good to know, isn't it? So now I need to figure out, let's see, using Tazri, does that get us anything? Probably not. Though Tazri is a warrior, which could matter for checking all of our boxes next turn, allowing us to attack with a bigger creature. But we just take a beating from Avinda this turn. I'm kind of all right with that. I mean, it's one of those things you don't really love, but, you know, we're down. I mean, they might block because they have another Mavenda, but I was willing to take that risk. All right, let's see how bad it is. This could be a big turn for the opponent, depending. I mean, it's possible to go land, spell, then whatever, the copy for +1s or whatever. So it could be a pretty big hit. Though we do actually still have Jaspera Sentinel to block with, so it's not the end of the world. But could be rough. They're getting Academic Probation. That's the spell they went and looked for? Oh, of course, out of Valor stance. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Tis what it is. No blocks. This only gets things 2 or less, so not the most exciting situation. What? Opponents can't cast spells with Jones' name. Nation can't attack or block. Yeah, it's an interesting choice. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think why. Because I mean, I've played some versions of. Maybe it's not. I was thinking Magecraft. Maybe randomly it's not an actual Magecraft list. I don't know. Okay. So now what do we want to do here? We can play Linvala into another Tajuru Paragon. Take some damage, and then try to set up stuff after that. That seems okay. Like, not grand, but alright. Let's get green. And this is mostly just like pressuring the opponent to max value. And then we have this one to search with next turn. And we'll attack. Alright, now funny as it is, had we actually just played Linvala last turn, we still would have had a creature to attack with. They probably would have played something else other than Valor Stance, but it's all good. Now we just want to find our core warrior. Get all those tokens and indestructible. That's what we really want here. Alright, how much damage is it going to be? Want to kill our Linvala and you're going to give us a 3-2 instead? Sure, I'm down. Like, oh, well, that's cute. That's a nice bonus. Question is, do we want to just punch through for 3 and then play this for something post-combat? I'm not even sure what I go get. Well, I know what I would go get here. Who am I kidding? All right. I don't even think it's worth attacking. I think we pat. Now, the problem is, it's funny because as much as I was like, why are they getting Academic Probation? It could work now because they'll know what card we go get, right? So that's a silly thing. We can put them down to 10. Or they play that and maybe something else, leave that back to block, and then we don't really care. So let's just go no attack. I don't think it's worth enough there. Tap this. Opponent, come on now. There you go. Boo hiss. Oh, actually, Acquisitions Expert would be kind of funny. But let's go ahead and get this. They'll probably tell us we can't do... Oh, you know what? I forgot. We could have actually attacked and then just got back a thing with our Extraction Specialist. That would have been kind of nifty. I guess we could do that next turn anyway. Attack with everything. Play Linvala. Pre-combat. Yep, take a big hit. I assume. Okay, sure. 7. Nope, just 6. Alright, cool. We go to 11. I feel like we're mostly safe here. I mean, they're going to obviously call squad commander, so we can't do that. That's fine. Actually, you know what? I don't even if we got the land, I don't think we play Extraction Specialist here, because you want to leave up the Despair Sentinel and Linvala just so we don't accidentally die to something. That, however, is really nifty. Wait, why would you... We didn't cast Academic Probation. This only produces colorless. So what are we trying to do here? I mean, and this is instants or sorceries, but there's no instants to get. I mean, I guess you could Valor Stance, but that doesn't do anything. Why? Why did we do that? See, this is where I'm like, what is the opponent sitting on? Like, what makes them want to play this the way they did? And we're only at 11. I mean, it's very possible they could go hostage, homestead. So that's like 8, 9, 10, 11 if they have the copy or whatever spell. So, All right, then I guess we're going to do this. It's the safer play. I don't love it, but I mean, it is what it is. This allows us to tap down Mavinda and attack, so... I mean, do you got something? Alright, it can't block. I mean, I guess? I can't think of anything else they're going to do here. I'm sure there's something I'm just not thinking of, but... I mean... Okay, that's a weird finish. I don't know what happened. Oh boy, I think this is a mulligan. Needed some green mana now. Oh, this one's actually pretty nice. Let's keep this. Oh, I don't have white mana. Oh, that was a little bit of a mistake. But you know what? Let's actually... because we can right now play Despair Sentinel into Acquisitions Expert into this. All right, as much as Luminarch Aspirant's good, I think we're doing this. I could have probably got away just getting rid of a forest here, actually, which is likely the smarter play, and I'll just pay the price for it later. Of course, we even drew Archpriest of Iona. So yeah, that was a big mistake. I should have put a land back. But is what it is. Alright. Opponent, let's see what you got. Show me 2 cards. Actually, no, these are both rogues. So I get 1 card. Ooh, Foreign Clicks. Okay. Well, that's a thing. See, white mana would have made a big difference, though, this game. Not having that is probably going to put us just in the meat hook realm. And then we have to just eat it. And that's going to suck. But there's not a lot we can do about it, unfortunately. Just tis what it is. Alright, we're going to attack for a whole 3. And hope the opponent doesn't meat hook us next turn. Because then we'll just be down to a 3-3 and be pretty close to death. Alright, that's not a meat hook. That's a Yasharn. Reasonably safe. Just means we can't sacrifice Linvala, right? Can't pay life or sacrifice non-land permanents. Okay, sounds good. We're okay with that. So this lets us go search for 2. Which I guess we'll do that. Oh, Lord, we will get... I'm going to get this. And we're just going to play that. And now we're going to tap down, or keep that Yasharn from blocking. Give this some bonus action. And we're going to get in there. Alright. It's on you, opponent. And do we have the ability to search here as well? Blue, black, green, red? Yeah. So we'd even be on cheap search. Yeah, that's game, right? 7 power worth of flyers. Plus a grounder that can't do anything. I guess we can wait on that. Alright. We'll make you not block. Yep. There you go. Okay. This one we definitely have to mulligan. This is a lot better. We'll keep this. And we will... Oh boy. Do we keep a covetous prize? I think so. I'm willing to gamble on that. Could end up being a bad gamble, but we'll find out. I mean, we get to play Luminarch Aspirant. I don't expect it to live very long. Alright. Alright, we saved ourselves some damage this turn, so that's good. If something dies, we have an extraction specialist for next turn. So I'm going to do this. No attacks. To discourage the opponent from removing the Sentinel, because that's kind of more beneficial to us. If they just shoot, okay, that's fine. We're okay with that. Like, again, you don't love it, but we're fine with it. Sure. Let's go ahead and put this on blue. And then I think we will extract... Do we extraction specialist? Yeah, I guess so. It is lifelink. Might as well attack with this because we're not blocking with it. I mean, if they have more removal, they got more removal. Like, I mean, is what it is. Alright, they had it. What you gonna do? Yep, no blocks. Sometimes you just have to say, you got it, you got it. If we go search, what is the best thing we're hoping to have happen? Because we're only at 8. Sure. I mean, if you have more removal, you have more removal. I mean, there's only so much we can do. All right. Cool, cool. This is tempting, so we're going to keep it with the double aspirant. I would like to draw an untap land for turn 1, that's, or even just for turn 2, so I could, like, priest into something, but it does not look like that's going to be the case here. So I think we're just going to play some shenanigans with our Luminarch aspirants. Why do I feel like the opponent has a deadly dispute here? Probably because they do. Alright, well. Okay, I guess they don't. They definitely would have responded there to kill our aspirant. Not to say they just don't have other spot removal. The trick here, though, is just trying to set up some scenario where maybe... Okay, we don't hate that. Like, if that's their use of cards here, that's really good for us. We'll take that. That is a more than fine exchange. Alright, so we'll go... Archpriest... This should be on green either way, but... Archpriest and Acquisitioned Expert? I think that's fine. They have to show us 2. So they're obviously going to keep whatever the better thing is. Whatever it is, I'm tempted to just take a land from them if they show us a land, honestly. It's probably land or Sorin are probably like the only 2 things I'm taking. They can have the Blood on the Snow. I mean, we know it's a problematic card, but we also have Linvalas, so we'll just hope to get to that before they get to what they need. What are we going to do here? Opponent didn't play a land. Okay. We're just going to have to put a counter on the Luminarch Aspirant to protect it. Alright. They didn't kill off our creature, so they definitely need the mana. So they must be trying to play a Loth or something here. Would be my guess. Okay, they gave up. This is probably fine. Yeah, let's go with this. I feel like I should have put Spara's headquarters down, but I'm gambling on being aggressive here. Well, that gamble did not pay off. Getting that cave there is tough. Okay. What did this attack for 2? What's funny is had I played the Sentinels on 1, I would have got Cave on 2, played the Paragon, and I would have just only not had 2 more damage here. So, a little bit of a problem, but that's okay. Alright. Opponent's got a lot of mana here. 4 mana this turn. Just a shakedown. I say just a shakedown heavy. Like, that's not a thing. Alright, that's tapped. Do we... Okay, I'm assuming they're just going to be fight rigging stuff here, right? If we assume we're fight rigging, what do we want to do? Do we want to try to set up to come over the top since that'll be in the way? Alright, sure. And then we play Tazri, try to attack for a bunch over 2 turns? I don't know. Yeah, this is fight rigging. Nothing we're going to do about it. Yep. And they get something big. Alright, cool. GG's. Okay. This is pretty serviceable. I'm good with this. Let's keep it. I mean, can't really cast this yet, but we at least have a couple of things going for us here in the early stages. Let's go ahead and play that. We get to play a Paragon, attack for 2, and then hopefully draw some useful stuff on between these next 2 draws. If not, this stands to be pretty... Ooh. That complicates things just a little bit. I think I'm going to do this in the interest of being able to hit this Acquisitions Expert pretty heavy. Because next turn we can play the Paragon, play the Acquisitions Expert, see 3 cards from the opponent, and then follow up with Squad Commander. Oh, double Acquisitions Expert's pretty nice too. Ooh, so tempting. All right. Autopay, tap this. I'm actually not going to attack here with the Archpriest because it's the 4th in the squad of what we need. So I don't want to risk it going away. If I had another Cleric or another Warrior or something, then like maybe, I don't know. But I don't think it's worth it here. I mean, or Wizard, because this counts as the 4th thing I need. Opponent's taking a real decision here. They got to show us 3 cards. Don't know which ones they want to give us. Just lands. Normally I would take lands, but no attacks. And we're going to try to maximize the squad commander next turn. We're going to hope. I mean, they could have spot removal or something else anyway, and is what it is. But we got to try. All right, Rafine it is. So it's our team against Rafine, huh? All right, no block on this turn? I mean, the opponent, I don't know. Because we could double block and that would upset them a little bit. But then I just have to figure out if I think we can race or not. Or if we draw something reasonable to go along with Acquisitions Expert. Because we would get to see 3 cards. Alright, they're getting in there. Sure. I say we allow it. And then next turn, we should be getting in for... oh, quite a bit. No blocks. Let's do it. This is pretty sweet too, though. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to do this, though. Sucks that we missed a land drop. But is what it is. Give this a bonus. So this kind of can dictate the opponent's turn quite a bit. Because even if they get rid of Squad Commander next turn, like, we get to chump block with 1/1s. That's not something they really want to deal with. They're going to spend some amount of mana to get rid of the Squad Commander, no matter what. We still get to Acquisition Expert, look at their remaining 3 cards, and have a Mage's Attendant behind. Okay, so they're going to play Luminarch Aspirants, followed by, I'm assuming, something to kill the Squad Commander, right? Nope. Okay, that's actually pretty smart, right? Takes away an option. I mean, does it though? You block 1, 2, 3, and then still take 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. That's still game, right? Yeah, we just let it hit. You've already played a land for the turn. Oh no, you don't get the +1. So that does matter. So we have Cleric, Wizard. Oh, we don't have Cleric is what we have. This could be Cleric. But if we play this, we get Wizard and another Rogue. So let's see. Opponent blocks the 2 biggest things and take 4, 5, 6. I'm trying to think if there's any way we get around this. We could play this and Tazri this turn. Don't hate that. Since we won't be attacking with something of value anyway. Let's do this. What you got, opponent? Obviously, they can still find something with Rafine. But, oh. Well then, hold on a second. You do have double black. Alright, so there's life gain coming either way here, but let's get rid of this, because that's more problematic. Let's play Tazri. Let's attack with... we're not worried about keeping a rogue behind. So what if we just attack with 3 and these, and then they still take 3. They go to 5. I mean, might as well block and trade for 1. Yeah, okay. Okay, they're not going to. I mean, I guess they figured they're dead either way, right? So, might as well get your extra 1/1 out of your creature. Yeah, Sorin. Sorin does give you a blocker and gains you some life here, though. That is actually relevant. Also, here's another thing, right? Well, I guess I didn't know till after I played the Attendant, though. I was thinking, or played the Acquisitions Expert. That is a chunk of life for the opponent here, though. So that does matter. And we keep missing a mana, unfortunately. Keep missing a mana. Oh, you know what? I goofed up last turn, y'all. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. This will get us... Yeah, never mind. Never mind. I did mess up. Because this would have given me a wizard that we could have got the bonus action with. That sucks. Yeah, that was stupid. Now it's just, do I want to get that last card out of their hand or not? Because they can technically gain... They can gain 4, go to 8. They can block 1, 2, 3, 4, and take 4, 5. So we wouldn't kill them. So let's just do this. And then let's pass. Yeah, I messed up last turn. I wasn't thinking about the fact that the Tajuru Paragon could count as the cleric if I would have played the other thing that would have been the wizard. And then would have let us go off. So, definitely a mistake on my part. For sure. Yep, I mean, just come with your flyers, opponent. You'll get enough life, and that'll be it. We just die. I messed up. I could have set up a win this turn, and I goofballed it. Actually, it wouldn't have been a win. I would have just won from attacking, actually. Just wasn't paying attention to how my own cards worked. Interesting. Are we just... I guess that card in their hand's no good? My opponent can gain 8 right now. And go to 12. This does not help our situation at all. Yeah, GG's. We just never drew the mana, and I messed up, so I deserved all that. Alright, let's keep this one and see what we can do with it. Not the typical expected situation here, but I think this is fine. Be nice if we could find something like the Archpriest here. Or another Sentinel, maybe? Nope. Neither is the answer. Neither. Alright, put the counter on the Sentinel. Try to attack. Looks like... Nothing? Nothing. Alright. What do we got here? Apparitions. Probably going to get rid of Luminar Casper. Makes plenty of sense. Okay. Now what are we doing here? I guess the best we can do is Tajuru Paragon. I think. Yeah, I guess so. I was trying to think about what else I would do here, but I think that's it. Now, we can do this, and that would unlock Linvala next turn. Can we do that anyway next turn, though? Pay 2, play this. Have a land. Alright, I mean, I guess we don't have to. We could do that next turn anyway. So let's just attack. Because who knows? Maybe they play like... Oh, we don't even have anything in the graveyard to remove, though. Never mind. I was going to say, maybe they played like Chariot or Wedding Announcement or something here. But let's see. Topiary Stomper. Alright. So they're just playing Selesnya Ramp. Fair enough. Alright, then I guess we are going to do what we were trying to do. Though it's going to look a little bit different, I think. Well, because no, it has to be this to unlock the Linvala. Dang it. Mostly because I want to be able to keep the Apparition from attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, my concern here I guess it doesn't really matter because we only get to see 3 cards from the opponent anyway. All right. I'm going to gamble it. It's not the best thing, but it's something. All right. Don't know if this is going to help us win or not, because they could have like a Ren and 7 or something here, but they would have just shown us 3 cards that weren't the Ren and 7, right? Okay. Yeah, same thing. We wouldn't have got to see that. Good news is we can at least keep that from blocking, so that's something. Like, that does matter. Okay, we do have options here now, though. And we get to see the full 4 now. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Another Sanctuary Warden, another Titan, and a Wandering Emperor. Ooh, goodness. That is a choice, isn't it? Alright, I guess that. Keep that from blocking. Give this flying and the bonus. And yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, I guess we attack with this, because if they double block, we get our Deuter back, I guess. And we have another... Ugh. I mean, I guess we attack with these. I mean, like... It's not great, but whatever. I mean, you can double block the Vandal. We just get to kill a 1/1. I mean, that's real. I think here we're just looking for our squad commander. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Okay. This is it. I think we did this right to not die. I mean, they could get a land and then get 2 angels, and that would suck. Okay, that's safe for us. Because if they play the Planeswalker to kill Linvala, we just sack Linvala. And then they don't gain the life. And then we just play the new Linvala and get to punch through. Yep, Topiary Stomper does its thing. No blocks. If they play the other Warden, we'll have 2 flyers and Warden blocks one of them. Alright. I mean...
Finally, I'm home.
Sack. Give everything hexproof. Ooh, I don't hate this, but it's not where we need to be anyway. Auto pay. Tap this. Go to attacks. Make the Sanctuary Warden not block. Put the bonus on here. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. There you go. Good win there. Alright, y'all. So, as that worked out, I don't think I actually really... Like, we did win 1 or 2 games, I think, specifically because of Linvala. So, I don't want to say Linvala is a bad card. However, I feel like we can clean up the mana a little bit and just stick to green, white, and black and give us room for a couple other cards. One of which is the new Elspeth. I want to consider that because being able to get something that costs 3 or less could also get us a lot of different cards that could help us meet the party restriction and, you know, maybe even something that just gets us another key card. for changing the board state, possibly. Or give us something flying, or give us something lifelink. You know, just does a few different things. So if I were to make some changes here, I think I would go ahead and cut the Linvalas. I don't know if we would necessarily need those anymore. I think we could also cut the Tazri, even though Tazri's pretty sweet. It is a big 4/6 body. I don't have a problem with it. However, I think if we're just trying to make room for more versatile cards, we're probably going to have to cut Tazri. I think that allows us to play 2 of the Elspeth, I think is more than reasonable. We could probably get in another acquisitions expert because this is one of our big defenses against a lot of things that the opponents are going to be doing. So I actually like switching that up and playing the other acquisitions expert there. Now, that does bring us back to 60 cards already. So then it's a matter of like, do we still want to play 61? Do we want to find room for another Mage's Attendant? Maybe an Extraction Specialist? Because I do like all these other cards and what they're doing for the deck, which is a little bit unfortunate. Obviously, I'll change the lands in the final list. I'll worry about that in a bit. But I don't know. Like I said, Mage's Attendant, I really would like to have one more. I don't know where that space is going to come from, partly because you don't want to cut Tajuru Paragon because it counts for all the different party members. You probably don't want to cut Jaspera Sentinel. Like, something's got to give. We just got to figure out what it is, and I don't know what that's going to be yet. It may actually be cut a Jaspera Sentinel, honestly. That might be the card that's the weakest. I guess really, truthfully, Mass Vandal's the weakest. However, pretty much every deck has some enchantment artifact we can kill these days. So I don't want to completely discount that card. I think it could potentially still be useful for the deck. And again, it counts as every party type. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. Like I said, I think right now I'm leaning toward cut Jaspera Sentinel. Also partly because we do have multiple rogues. And that's probably the thing we could cut and not care about as much from a party perspective. And not necessarily as many clerics. So that's probably what we're going to do. Find room for one more Mage's Attendant just to slow down those problematic cards. And then I think that helps the deck out quite a bit. So the final version will probably be without Linvala. Maybe I'll put them both up. I'll put up one with Linvala and one without, and I'll let y'all decide which one you want. But yeah, this was actually kind of an interesting exercise. But the deck's actually playable, surprisingly. I didn't think it would be, but the new cards help out quite a bit. So yeah, that kind of brings us to an interesting spot here, right? Some people are going to say, no, I love Linvala a little bit too much. I want to keep it in there, which is totally reasonable. And there's others going to say, yeah, let's not hurt the mana just for the sake of Linvala, right? And I think we can get more clean mana situations by switching things up a little bit. So I think that Elspeth brings a little bit more to the table to help us out. And I think that's going to be the way to the future, I guess, if you will. But yeah, either way, like I said, I'm going to try to remember to put both these up. Either way, you'll get the second list for sure, and you can just adjust the 3 or 4 cards or whatever you need to at the very least. But yeah, I actually thought I enjoyed this. It was a fun change of pace, and I wasn't too sure how it was going to end up. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Abzan Ascendancy. Mostly because, well, this gets you spirits way easier than the Obscura Ascendancy does. Here, you play this, everything gets a +1/+1 to start with, which is super awesome. Just straight up gets a counter. And then every time you have a non-token creature die, you end up getting a 1/1 spirit as well. So this thing's actually really cool, and it has uses in a few different spots. Now, admittedly, it's not the best card for any particular format, but if you are playing a creature-based deck and you are playing these colors, this isn't bad to look for in adding to your commander deck. I actually think there's some uses there. And it's super cheap. You probably don't have to pay more than like 50 cents to 75 cents to get your hands on one of these. So there you go. Now, as always, don't forget, you can get links to this deck down below. You can come over to our Discord, come join us on streams, all that stuff. You can get featured. Don't forget to join the channel. But if you like this type of quirky deck, I'm going to link something else that's a little bit different here, because if you're into this type of stuff, you're going to be into that. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.